What's poppin'? T-Subs and T-Squad. So as promised, it's Monday. It is 6:35 in the morning. And as promised, I'm here to give y'all Married to Medicine. This is season 9, episode 2, The Beauty Shot. So let's see. Dr. Heavenly goes to see Dr. Jackie because she says she ain't got her period and over how long it's been 2 months. And she got the nerve and the gall to sit up here and play on our OBGYN's intelligence to say that she could be expecting. Expecting what? Your menopause? Because that's exactly what the hell you got, girl. Sitting around here talking about something you not ready for that club yet. Well, girl, how long is it going to take for you to get ready for it, child? How long? Listen, your eggs should be scrambled, hard-boiled, fried hard, fried, that laid to the side, and every damn thing else at this point. Like, Dr. Heavenly Girl, sit down. Y'all women kill me. Embrace your age, child. Y'all should be happy and glad and blessed to be able to make the age of menopause. Because be clear, excuse me, the way that these young children around here dying at an early age, 14, 15, 16, you need to be blessed that you made it to that age to where your coochie start get rotten. Moving on. Then she got the nerve to turn around and talk about something that, you know, this is what solidified and sealed it for Dr. Jackie. When she set up and said all she do is give Dr. Daddy head because her coochie just don't get wet no more. And it's just like, yeah, girl, listen to the OB. That's why you a dentist and she's an OB. Know your place, run your race. Moving on. But shout out to Dr. Jackie for being a real friend and not clowning her and just excuse me, doing her procedures, getting her blood work, doing her the deals, and sending her on about her way with this foolishness. Because, child, Dr. Heavenly know damn well you going through the pause, girl. You going through the pause. Moving on. You know, much like Paul, much like periods are coming into womanhood. Listen. A lot of women get upset when it comes to the menopause stage, but just be happy. You ain't got to deal with no painful ass cramps, and you can have as much sex as you want without having to worry about getting pregnant. Look at it that way. See, it's always a blessing in the storm. Help me sing it. There's a blessing in the sweet do 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 sweet. Yes, that's Kurt Franklin, by the way. Moving on. Dr. Contessa at home playing with her chillings or whatever, and that smart mouth ass daughter of hers. What was the daughter name? Layla, Lala, Layla, Lily. I can't think of the girl name, but y'all know what I'm talking about. You might got to do one of these to her ass, Contessa. I'm just saying. I know you rich and fabu, and y'all don't believe in chest chaz and sharing, but guess what? People in the real world do. Okay, and you don't want your child to get older, get in high school or whatever, and she get Reginade. All right. You remember when that girl fucked Reginae's ass up in the gym way back about 2015, 2016, somewhere around there because of that mouthpiece to us? If you don't want your child to get Reginae, girl, you might got to do one of these to her little smart ass mouth. I'm just saying. I'm not down with no smart, loud mouth ass child, especially no little girl, because I don't play around with no little girls. But Layla was funny as hell when she called when she called one of Toya's sons the devil. I said the devil, not the devil in disguise he was. Moving on. So Dr. Contessa tells Toya about not speaking to Dr. Heavenly in months and feels like she didn't respect her talking about her marriage to thousands of strangers. And I'm a YouTuber. And I get paid good. I get paid the big bucks to read these women down. All right. But if I'm on a reality show and I'm reviewing my own reality show, which I would never do, I'm not going to run down on nobody up here. I'm going to just save it for the big bucks. You understand me? I just run down on the whole on there. I wouldn't do that on my YouTube channel, especially if we were friends. If we're friends or friendly or have some type of friendly connection with each other, I would just be like, y'all, that's my friend. I know them. I know personal things. I'm not going to get into all of that. And we just going to leave it at that. Like, that's all it takes. And if your people can't understand that, then heavily, that's a tough titty and they need to suck it somewhere else. But if Contessa is your friend, if her husband is your friend or an associate, whatever, it's just some shit that you just shouldn't do. I'm just calling it the way it is. Now, if it was done on the actual platform, yeah, it's wrong, it's messed up, it's foul, but I can accept that better versus you being on a totally different platform and you talking to total strangers, telling them about how you really feel about me and my marriage. But when I'm in your face, you telling me, oh, pray about it, take it to the Lord, and all the rest of that stuff that Dr. Heavily does. So I get where Contessa is coming from. So Toya says that she finally sees the snake that Dr. Heavily really is, because she will apologize to you for something and turn it around and do it time after time after time after that. And I believe every word of it. And I have people that I know personally that do that. They will turn around and apologize for the same thing umpteen times and then are confused and lost in the sauce and be bewildered and befuddled as to why y'all ain't fucking with them no more. I mean, I'm just saying. I get where Heavenly is coming. I mean, I get where Contessa is coming from. People was in the comments like, "Well, Dr. Heavily, she's a YouTuber as well, and you know, she could say this and she could say that. Yeah, she can, but not at the expense of a real, true friendship." Me and Scotty are YouTubers. Me and Scotty done been in disagreements from here, there, here. Not a lot, not all the time. I could count on one hand how many disagreements me and Scotty have, but y'all ain't never known that because I ain't never get up here and talk about that. You know what I mean? And when people have asked me and was being nosy and asked me about dealings between me and Scotty or have we ever did this, that, and the third, that ain't none of y'all damn business. Like it's I don't know. It's a sticky slope, and I ain't even gonna say too much. I'm gonna move on. So Anala at home getting the kids ready for school, and y'all fine. Y'all corrected me. She a blogger. Actually, she ain't even a blogger. She is a fashion blogger, I guess. She people send her stuff to model and she model it on her social media, and that's how she make her money. Okay, but be clear, what I said still stands. The little girl, it ain't enough to pay. The damn show ain't enough for no $3 million home and all of the rest of this shit that she was spending this damn man money on. Point blank, period. Fine. She a blogger. Great. Still don't make nearly as much as it would take to have all of the fancy shenanigans that she wants. Now, the one thing that her job did provide her with was furniture. That's great. That's wonderful. But girl, you still spent your man money on that damn house, and you went $2 million over the $1 million that he had for you. Anyway, not coming down on it because I'm a YouTuber too, girl. You understand me? I'm a YouTuber too. You know, I'm just saying. So Quad at home getting Mason ready for school, and she talks about how different her life is now with Mason and her mom living there, and it would be. And shout out to you, Quad. For real, MasterCard mugshot need to come around there and take a look at you, because y'all ain't in the same predicament. She need to take a look at you and see how it's properly done. Shout out to you, Quad. I live for it. So on the way to school, Mason little country ass. I love Mason already. Mason is my most favorite up here on this season. Straight up, Mason is my most favorite up here this season because he's so damn country, ghetto fat, so bumpkinish, and he just so cute with it. He said he don't want to be around none of them loud mouth ass churn on that damn bus because they yell. All right, he country as hell. They yell. All right, and I'm on your side, Mason. I don't deal with no loudmouth country yelling ass churn either, Mason. I'm on your side with that. He said, them churn too damn loud for him. He ain't got no time. Move. I'm on Mason's side. Mason for president 2024. Anyway, Dr. Heavily owns a beauty shop called Heavily Beauty. Now I don't know who wants to walk around looking like Heavily, but I mean, hey, I guess she found the lane. Listen, it's a lane for everybody, and somebody gonna buy it. That's all that matters. And she's having a grand opening, and so she's having a fashion show for some of her closest friends, or whatever the case may be, to model the wigs. I thought that was cute. So Dr. Simone and Cecil meet up with their son. Yeah, her. So Dr. Simone and Cecil meet up with their son, 23-year-old Miles, honey. Yes, God, Miles. Miles. Hey, Miles. Cause you know I'd walk 1,000 miles to be with you. Yes, that's Vanessa. What's the girl last name? Vanessa Carrollton? Valissa Carrollton, something like that. Y'all know the girl. The little country singer. Shout out to her. Yes. Miles. Hey, Miles. You need to drop that chicken dinner and come on ahead and get you a winner, honey, because she not the one for you. Speaking of which, why couldn't you find a sister? You know what I'm saying? Or at least somebody your own damn complexion. But you know what? I'm going to move on. I'm not getting on that because that seems to be a real stigma that the black folk have. They got a little bit of change. And then anyway, him and that girl he with, I mean, she cute or whatever, I guess. They've been together for almost a year now, and she's saying that they have their only issue that they have is communication, that both of them have to work on communicating better with one another. And Dr. Simone and Cecil basically said the same thing. Then they messed it up when they turned around and said they was writing a book. Dr. Simone and Cecil, let me tell you something. I have not watched an episode of this since season 2, but you know what I have did? I saw everybody else's review, and I believe everybody else. Y'all marriage was so up at janky. He was moving around from Papa was a Rolling Stone to let you tell it. He had all type of Tamikas and Keishas, Mariahs, Clovers, Olivia's. Jacqueline's and every damn thing else up under the sun on Dr. Simone. And Dr. Simone done decided that she won't go get no divorce or whatever, that she was going to try to stick it out or whatever the case may be and make the marriage work. So now all of a sudden, y'all want to come. Listen, I'm going to read the book so long enough to get all of y'all real dirt. All right, that's the only reason why I'm going to read the book, because I ain't looking for y'all for a damn thing. All right, if it ain't no sugar for my tea, girl, I ain't looking for y'all for nothing. But do what y'all do, girl. Moving on. Anala and Dr. Karen, I believe his name is Karen, comes home and he finds that Anala has some new boxes from Amazon sent to her that he thought she spent with his money. This goes back to what I said earlier. She a blogger. Okay, their lanes are different. All right. And he keep making it a point to say, I be looking at my credit card statements. I'm looking at the charge cards, girl. He be Ricky Ricardo on her. And I mean, listen, Nala, keep doing your own. See, the more you build, the more revenue and income you can have. And then you ain't got to worry about that no more, friend. So the nanny makes them dinner, but she makes them dinner to break the news to them that she moving back to Houston. All right. She said that's where her family is, and she getting old and elderly, and there's no damn reason why Anala can't see after her own damn churn. She at home all damn day doing this. Oh, new product placement. Girl, you could do all of that shit while you're churn at school or at daycare or wherever the hell they go, child. Your life is not that hectic and your life is not that busy and tied down to where you can't do it. You know how I know? Because, bitch, I'm a whole nurse and I got time to do that and this. Plus pay bills. Plus be a friend. Plus see my trade and make sure he fucked good. You understand me? Clean my house, make my dinner. I do all of that, daughter. All right? Stop it. I'm not mad at the nanny. The nanny is too damn old to be sitting around here running after your two little churn because you act like your life is so busy and hectic and you just can't do it all. Girl, please. Anywho, Dr. Heavenly's beauty shop, grand opening or whatever. It won't much happen there, child. So Dr. Heavily doesn't know where her and Dr. Contessa stands, but she invited her anyway. And y'all know, I give Dr. Heavily a lot, and a lot that she deserves. But do I necessarily think Dr. Heavily purposely ran out to hurt Contessa? No. But she just one of them loudmouth women that talks before she thinks a lot, and she does before she thinks a lot, and it just takes a special kind of friend to be able to know that that's just her and to be able to accept that. But there are some people that's just not willing to just accept that. You know what I'm saying? Especially when she wants all the respect in the world, then you have to give the same. And if you want respect, you have to give it. You know what I'm saying? So I do believe that Dr. Heavily does miss the friendship, and I do think she wants to get things right and back on the better foot. But the only way that's going to happen, Dr. Heavily, is you got to come up off it. You got to come up off it. And if this woman is telling you, if you're my friend, be my friend, don't run down on me on your social media. I don't think that's so much or so hard to ask for if you're really her friend like that. Just saying. Moving on. So Dr. Contessa feels that way when she finds out that Heavily only asks her closest friends or people that she felt are friends to her to model. And Dr. Contessa, I didn't understand it. And shout out to Toya, because Toya didn't understand it either. And the gag is, neither did Dr. Simone. Dr. Simone was like, well, she didn't ask me, but we're not close like that. So I wasn't expecting her to ask me. And your whole thing is, well, her asking you could have been an olive branch, and it could have, but she didn't. And y'all aren't friends. Y'all haven't been speaking in months. So I agree with Toya when she says, why would you expect that from her? Why would you even want to be in it? Y'all haven't spoken. I would feel the olive branch is more so her inviting you than the olive branch being her inviting you and then asking you to model the damn cadaver wigs, because the cadavers and the dead peoples are the only ones that's going to be wearing it. Child. So then, they have fun with the fashion show. And then one of the models, Nikki, did what Dr. Heavily wanted them to do, which was drop down and get their eagle on. Shout out to Nelly and his last day with them damn cadaver wigs. And that's what Nikki did. She dipped it low, brought it up slow the way you told her to, and then here you go, want to stand in front of Dr. Daddy like this, not in front of my husband. Heavenly, stop that shit. You make yourself look like a fool every damn time you get your old ass up here trying to shield that pot belly pig ass man that you married away from a little bit of ass, girl. I keep trying to tell you, he is damaged goods. Look at what he had to deal with. He up here, he got to keep reminding himself how much he love you. Girl, don't nobody want that damn man but you, child. You do not have to shield Dr. Daddy from none of us, honey. If it was 20, 30 years ago, without all of the pot belly pig stomach and all of that, you might would have had something to worry about. But girl, that man went through the trenches with you. Plus, churn. He all yours. Don't nobody want him, sir. You want somebody to want your man so damn bad, girl. We don't want him, sir. We don't want him. We'll take Cecil before we take Dr. Daddy. Child. Or Curtis before we take Dr. Daddy. Child. Anyway, or shit, Eugene before we take Dr. Daddy. Child, now that's the real read. Anyway, that's it. That's all I got. I ain't got no more to give y'all. Last night's episode, it entertained me. Well, the party entertained me. I mean, it was a little bit slow for me in the beginning. I'm being honest, but I'm gonna stick it out because I already dropped one show. I gotta have another show up here to even things out. So luckily for y'all, Married to Medicine ain't going nowhere. And then it looks like next week episode really finna be some ish, and I'm down to see it. But y'all drop down in the comments. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about last night's episode. Make sure to like, comment, share, and most importantly, subscribe, girl. Y'all know the vibes. Make sure you subscribe, honey. Shout out to all of the new subscribers that then came through. The more the merrier. Y'all come on in. We roast jokes, Jones, and gags. Okay, no feelings are allowed on this channel. All right, have your favorites. It's all jokes and gags around here. And Yeah, that's it. Oh, tomorrow night for the Whether You Like It or Not panel, I believe it's JoJo's turn, but I don't know if JoJo is still gonna do it or not because he's still in the process of moving, I believe. So I don't know who channel it's gonna be on. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. I had to work last week. I'm so out of whack with a lot of stuff. But once I find out, y'all gonna find out. So just make sure to stay tuned to the social medias and all of that. And yeah, with that, I'm gone. Bye.